Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Elijah, and today RELL dropped a sneak at a crazy time last night, 3 a.m. for movie 3. That kind of makes a lot of sense, but yeah, the RELL brothers dropped crazy ass sneak, and bro, it's so insane on the information they gave us, bro. It's basically a mini movie, but it's not. It's basically them just talking to us like people. They talked about when the game's gonna drop, when CC gonna drop, and basically how the direction the game is going. And they basically gave us a confirmed date for when the game is gonna drop. And I hope I'm not just stoning around and they don't drop it this year, but it's coming this year for sure. We can guarantee that. Inside of Not Movie 3, they basically showed us how the water mechanics work more in depth, and they're actually super intriguing. A lot of One Piece games seem to not focus on the water, but the RELL brothers show that they're actually taking like steps to make sure that it actually feels like a One Piece game. And they have whirlpools and all this cool stuff in the water for you to explore and experience. And it basically just makes the water, feel super immersive, and actually feels like an ocean. Now for my favorite part, the submarine. I really like the submarine because it's just super cool to have a submarine in the game. But besides the fact that submarines are cool, the UI when you're driving is also super dope, and I actually thought it was actually kind of really immersive. And honestly, imagine being in a submarine and just like chilling with your homies. Like, that shit sounds fire as fuck. Inside of the submarine, they also displayed the layers of the ocean. So there's like one layer where it's like not pressurized, and the second one is almost pressurized, and then there's 4 whole layers, I'm pretty sure, because they said C4. I don't think C4 is dropping with the game. I think they're talking about the layers in the ocean. And once you get to a certain layer in the ocean, I'm pretty sure like you simply implode like Ocean Gate. And yeah, I think having like a little mobile operation based submarine is dope as fuck. Way cooler than a ship, because pirates are lame, bro. Let's be submarine, space pirates, I don't know. As you guys can see, there's an evade button and a mode button, so that's just gonna be super dope. So basically being able to parry and evade, the combat's gonna be super, hard to get cheesed in, and shitty combos are not gonna work in this game, I hope. But basically he just showed us basically all of Mera, and that you can charge up and then turn your flames bluish. And when you turn your flames bluish, I assume they get more buffs and stuff. They get hotter, because that's how flames work in real life, I believe. And that's honestly super cool. Towards the end of this segment, you get to see a little bit of the sand tornado and how the sand's gonna look. So the game is like, it's kind of high quality, but the VFX are lacking for something that we're expecting to do well, and they don't look like Holy War X. And once they start to look like Holy War X, that's when the game will be good.
We're not like wasting time, We're trying to innovate right here.
Yo, so
as you can see, they found a way to make the little snail phones actually work with voice chat, and what he just said about being innovative, my bad, is actually insane. They found a way to make it actually work, and they did it excellently, and it's pretty dope. I fuck with it. There's also a little sneak of the jailing / cuffing system, where after you get beat in a fight, you will then get cuffed. And if you like men, this is basically how you're gonna look. Here they are displaying how the flying ships are gonna work, and basically they're just a huge blimp ship that can elevate and fly through the sky. And in this segment, they also talked about, or no, not this segment, with the submarine segment, I should have mentioned, they also talked about how you can coach your boat to sink down below, so you don't only need a submarine to go down below into the ocean. So it's pretty dope. Saving the best part for last, now I can finally tell you guys that they basically confirmed that after movie 3, whenever it drops, it's this year for sure, that CC will begin. And then once CC is over, after like a month or 2, then we will get the public release. So basically movie 3 is coming when the game is fully perfected, and we can see that this year. They said that they haven't been slacking, they've been putting in all the effort, and that with all the effort that it's coming this year. So if it doesn't drop this year, kill them. That's about it. And here's 3 months of sub sneaks. Mm-hmm.